Hey guys, it's Kat. I haven't been here in a while. I'm trying to be a little more consistent, so I thought I'd do a little get ready with me, and I'm just going to work, which may seem a little weird to put on a ton of makeup for that, but I am a waitress. Juliet wants to say hi. Anyways, I am a waitress, and so I'm also a little bit socially weird in those kind of situations. Like, it's just not comfortable or fun for me, so I find it helps if I like have fun with my makeup and like put on my armor to be a little more confident at work. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with my eyebrows, and if you see me, I'm using my Natural Love palette because it has a big mirror in it, so that's what I'm looking at if I'm looking down. But anyways, I always start with my eyes because I always make a mess and I can wipe it off before foundation. But more specifically, I start with my eyebrows. So I'm just starting off like brushing them. I can do this looking just at the camera, but about to need the mirror. And then I'm going to start by filling them in with this Maybelline Define a Brow. It's like a little micro eyebrow pencil. So that's what I'm gonna use to just fill in the sparse areas. Or really just all over. Because if you can't tell, got my hair dyed really dark and my eyebrows are still blonde, so I gotta take care of that. Alright, so now that I have them kind of filled in and darkened a little, which, okay, you can do this doing your eyebrows anytime, but especially since I'm filling them in or like going over them in a color that's like not what they are. It's like obviously several shades darker. I always go in with the Q-tip and just blend out like right here in the front especially. Just even that out. And then I'll go clean side. Juliet keeps hitting my little camera stand. Rude. And then just, yeah. Just clean up those edges. And I know I have like a spot on my eyelid here. That's not makeup, it's just like a scratch. So yeah, so I do that to kind of clean them up and make them look a little less like I penciled them on there. And then next, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Gimme Brow. Can you read that? I know it's like a glare from, not even from the sun, I guess just the light. It's pretty overcast outside, but the Gimme Brow Gel in the shade 5, that's like the darkest one. And I always like scrape off the excess, because it always comes out a little intense. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now my eyebrows actually look like they belong to a brunette, so we're going to move on to eyeshadow primer. So I kind of just use whatever eyeshadow primer I can get my hands on, which at the moment has been this Mary Kay eyeshadow primer. And I just put a little bit. Sorry, it's running out, so I gotta squeeze it really hard. Put a little bit on my ring fingers, pat it, and then just spread that out. I apologize in advance for all the weird faces you're gonna see. It's a process. All part of the process. Yeah, sure, that's good. And for eyeshadow today, I'm going to use one that I have been liking lately, the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm sure you've heard of it by now. If not, congratulations on coming out of the rock you've been living under. Yeah, I really like it, especially I guess with like blue eyes and stuff, using, well, I like the shimmery shades too, but a lot of the mattes, and it's very warm. Brings out your eyes. Right, so I'm gonna start out using just this little, it's like flat, but it's obviously, you can see it's very like soft, fluffy-ish, and I'm gonna use that to lay down my base shade, which I'm going to use this one right here, Peaches and Cream, to just set a nice base all over my eyes. Smells so good. Gotta say, that's another thing I love about like these Too Faced palettes is a lot of them are scented, and so you just feel extra fancy and glamorous when you're doing your makeup, even though I'm just going to serve food to people. Alright, so for my transition shade, I'm gonna go in with this matte, warm, medium brown. I promise I'll try to get better at explaining things, but I'll show you. It's called Puree. Right, yep, can you see that? Yep, that's what I'm doing. Just like above and into the crease. Yo, I'm gonna use my mirror so it can actually look like it's supposed to. And as I learned from Laura Lee, love you, the transition shade is just something you put around the crease area so that when you go in with darker colors, they don't just like catch and stick in certain areas and then it's like impossible to blend out and it just looks like messy. This helps that not happen because you're giving it something to blend into. I have to say, I'm not used to doing my makeup on camera. Like, I've done it to where I'm explaining to people what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because my niece and stuff likes to watch me do my makeup. But I've never done it on camera, so forgive me, I am learning. Kevy. I'm going to use this sort of flat-ish e.l.f. brush to put candied peach, this kind of like bright pinky peach color, just onto my lid. It doesn't have to be super opaque, I just want like the wash of warmth on my eyelids. I sound so fancy. It's nice, leaves the house looking so fancy and comes back covered in like salad dressing and white gravy. Alright, so that looks about even on my base lid, not base color, my lid color. And so now I'm going to go in with this, it's a double-sided Eco Tools brush with the fluffier side and take Summer Yum and work that like into the crease, but like I'm going to concentrate on inner and outer corners and then like blend it across. Alright, now I'm going to use this brush by Sonia Kashuk, apologies if I said that wrong, and put a little bit of Peach Pit sort of on the outer corner and then like just buff it in a little into the crease. And I always just try to start with a little bit, especially because my hands aren't the steadiest, so I feel like this can go from like 0 to 100 real fast. Now I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line with a little bit of that Summer Yum that we did in the inner and outer corner and blend it into the crease. I'm just gonna bring that under, more color, and then now using this like little angled thing, I'm gonna take just a little bit of Peach Pit, that kind of purpley color, and just hit like the outer edge of my under eye for extra definition. Now I'm going to use this little Real Techniques brush and put white peach just on my brow bone. And inner corner. Just to add a little something something, I'm going to put Nectar, which I often use as a highlight because it's a nice little golden shimmer shade on that inner corner. Next, for the ultimate cheat code of eyeshadow, I'm just taking a little makeup remover wipe, or you can use a baby wipe or whatever you have, to just lightly go under you can always just round out that shape a little bit. So if you're still figuring out the whole blending eyeshadow thing, and, you know, fallout, because I never don't have that. It's like, boom. Now it looks so much cleaner. Alright. Use this liquid lipstick from Kat Von D called Plath. It's one of her new nudes. It's like this orangey brown. It made me think of fall. I really like it, so I'm going to attempt to dip an eyeliner brush in this and do things. You might want to just hold your breath with me. Alright, so I ended up doing that eyeliner like off camera, like in the bathroom mirror, because liquid eyeliner is dangerous. But it actually turned out like okay. I did little wings. I know they're not perfectly even, but I'm not a witch, so I don't think they ever will be. But this is the winged liner. I actually like it. I feel like, of course, I've tried to do like purple or green, but I've never used just like a brownish red, like lipstick color eyeliner. I've heard of it being done, but I'm kind of digging this. I feel like it makes me look trendy, like I know what I'm doing. So why not go for it? Just what I did is I have, this is e.l.f. Yeah, it's an angled eyeliner brush that kind of turns at the end, which helps, and it's really, really small. And I took this out and kind of got it off the doe foot, did just the eyelid part, and then went from out to end to do just a little flick, and then I connected it and evened it out like after it was put down. Now I'm gonna curl up my lashes and do mascara. I think I have something, contact. I hate, just random side note, when you're doing your makeup, contacts wearers, you can relate to me hopefully, that every now you just get something on it. Like one day before work, I was in a rush and I had to work like a double shift. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna throw on some waterproof mascara and eyebrow gel. Well, I got a chunk of waterproof mascara on the corner of my contact, and like I thought, you know how sometimes you feel something but after you blink a while it goes away? I thought it was that, and then after being at work for like an hour, I was like, there's something wrong with my eye. So I like went into the bathroom and just cleaned it as much as I could with contact solution, and it helped, but like I had to soak them overnight before it completely went away. That was rough. Be careful. Alright, and for my mascara today, I'm going to use the Supersizer by CoverGirl. And I like it because I think that's one of those, like, definition is what it's supposed to do, which it does, because I have, like, decent lashes. It's not like I have none, but I just really have to put mascara on them for you to be able to see them. And I like this one for that. It's just got a little rubber bristle brush. Whatever. You know what I mean. And don't forget to bring a Q-tip for when you inevitably smudge it under your eye. Alright, so I just put on 2 coats on my top lashes for the mascara, and now for foundation, which I didn't tell you in the beginning, but I had already primed my face after washing it with this Rimmel London Fix and Perfect. It's like their 5-in-1 makeup base. So that's already here, and I'm using a damp beauty blender. And I'm trying for the first time, my cat's shaking the tripod. But it's a different one this time, his tongue is. She's so cute, she's purring. Okay, run away. But for the first time I'm using this Rimmel London Lasting Finish with Comfort Serum in 100 Ivory, Pale People. And I'm hoping it goes well, because my skin, as you will learn over this channel, is so sensitive that it hates most skin products like primers, foundations, concealers. It doesn't agree, and it gets all peely and cracky, and sometimes on camera you can't really tell, which is nice, but in person, yeah. So I'm hoping this is gonna look good. We'll see. Let me just... hope this comfort serum is really comforting. Let me try to get a little closer. And I try to really lightly pat it because, again, skin's so sensitive. Blend it down here. Okay, I don't want to speak too fast, but like, damn, I'm okay with this. Because it's not making my skin peel, which everything in the known universe too. And I know I have like a pretty good mix of drugstore and high-end makeup, except for almost all of my eyeshadows. Like, okay, wow, I sound like such a butthole, but I've lately been loving like high-end eyeshadow palettes. But even like, I just tried like a $40 Laura Mercier, I'm sorry, foundation primer that had SPF, and I returned it, luckily, at Sephora and Ulta. You can do that, because it made my skin peel and it looked awful. But then this just like Rimmel London with a long-lasting foundation, so far so good. Looks like really smooth. So to set my foundation, I'm just using this CoverGirl Clean Matte Powder, because I feel like I've used a lot of like, not a lot, but I've tried like thicker, like loose powders and stuff, but I'm like, just good old, like, find one you're chill with, and it works. And I mostly put it in my T-zone and just kind of pat it on there so I don't rub my foundation off or irritate my sensitive skin. And I'm just using a Real Techniques, like, fluffy brush. So now I'm going to use this Cocoa Contour Kit by Too Faced, and I just take this another Sonia Kashuk brush. Let me actually show you what the end looks like. And I just take the medium cocoa, like the lighter of the contour shades, and I do the 3 motion, like under jaw, cheekbones, forehead. Away. I feel like contouring my nose today. We're just gonna let it be in its natural glory. But for blush, I'm gonna use this called Tea Rose by Milani, and it's the beautiful little flower. I feel so fancy. And that Real Techniques brush I mentioned earlier. And I'm out of setting spray, and I've been too lazy to get more, so we're gonna use this NYX priming spray, because they're basically the same thing, right? Probably not supposed to inhale that stuff. Stay in school, kids. I'm feeling purple today, so I have this Maybelline, another color sensational shaping lip liner called Plum Passion, and it's this nice deep little purple. Let me whip out my little mirror again. And I have some of their other ones, but I'm excited about this one to try, the Rimmel London Stay Glossy Lip Color. This is Savory Plum. Excited. They smell like the baby copper tone sunscreen. I like this. Isn't it pretty? Okay, and I realize now I did forget to highlight, so can't neglect our highlight. I'm going to use the Swamp Queen, the Gator Wings right here for my highlight shade, and this is a little e.l.f. brush, and this stuff is really pigmented, so you can go like, oh, it smells good. Okay, like, I know it's not supposed to be scented, but this stuff, because it's like by Tarte, it almost smells like the chocolate bar palette. Like, it just smells really good, so that's fun. Alright, so this is the final look. I'm gonna try to get a clip maybe in a little bit better lighting. It's still really cloudy outside, but maybe if I like actually step outside, not just by a window, you'll be able to see it. So I'm gonna go try to do that. Hey, alright, so I'm like right at the garage door. It's starting to rain, but it's still better light, so you can kind of see the peach and the orangey brown eyeliner and the purple lips. And yeah, I know I need to get my roots done. They're like bright silvery blonde. But yeah, I'm cool with this. And normally I don't have like a set daily makeup routine, because sometimes I just stay in bed forever and I don't even wear makeup. But when I do, I like to like go full out and do like a bunch of stuff just because it's calming to me. And especially for work, it's always fun to feel a little fancy, a little extra. So this is how I'm going to work tonight, except my hair will be back because I'm serving food. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.